Hey everybody, this is Ed from Brainpulp TV.
And I'm Travis.
I was going to say it's the Mana Cave, but it's not the Mana Cave. We are going to be talking about paper magic.
We will. And this is the layout is similar, but we're doing something different because it's not going to be my first pre-release, but we're trying a pre-release. Pardon me, it is going to be my first pre-release. It's not going to be Ed's first pre-release, but we are going to pre-release together for Aether Revolt.
Yes. On Sunday, not on Saturday.
On Sunday because Saturday's busy for me. I'm pretty important sometimes. But
I'm not. I just want to do the same day he did it. So
yeah, I'm excited. I've never done pre-release. I've been watching a lot of videos. Obviously, I think I've mentioned before the Mana Source. I don't think I can tell anybody who's watching our show the Mana Source is a good source for pre-release. As is Dev from SBMGT. He likes Magic. He's done that on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Strictly Better. Dev. He does a lot of good deck techs. You don't know Strictly Better? He always has the cats and the shirts that I kind of wear.
I don't watch everyone who does Magic. I mean,
Fair
I
enough,
think
no.
there's a lot of great videos. Sometimes they're hard to find.
He's good.
Loading Ready Run did the pre-release, which I watched, so I got to see some of the cards in action, and it's amazing what some of the new cards are going to be able to do.
So I'll jump off that.
So, before you do, can I just bring up one other point, so I can just completely derail you? One of the things we've talked about last year that we're trying to do for this year is get out and play more paper Magic outside of our little group.
Yes. So if you read the description, we started getting back into Magic with M15. We decided one day, hey, let's do this because we always would bring zombies over to play.
Yeah.
And we'd never play it because it takes long to set up and everything. And I'd leave it all on Ed to know the rules. So like Magic was something we have to know the rules together and it'd be easier to kind of play. And that worked out really well for us. We got right back into it because I played back in high school. And we've never really played outside me, Ed, and Steve. Occasionally my wife has played or that's it.
Yeah.
That is the other person who's played with us on occasion. And I kept meaning to try to do a draft night or something at a local gaming store.
Something casual. We didn't want to jump into obviously a pro tour, but
I was ready to, and then I played one round against your mono white humans deck. I'm like, nope. Because I just I wanted to get out there, and it seemed again fun.
Yeah, pre-releases are fun,
probably bring
casual,
this and pimp it out.
That's right too.
No,
Yeah,
we will, but we won't be like, But we're gonna get out.
Oh,
there
by this
finally.
because we don't have an overhead camera right now. That's right. We'll bring our Brainpulp TV playmats
made by Ed.
not available in stores.
No.
And that's sort of to represent the channel.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing as well too, because I think one of the things that we've been lacking when it comes to the channel is while we go and get our stuff from local gaming stores, we don't socialize at the local gaming stores.
I can speak for myself. I'm an awkward geek when it comes to, I'm like, have my cards come in? And part of me is like, I want to be more out there, but I'm just sometimes not.
Yeah, like I'm friendly with one of the Hidden City Comics, the owner.
Okay, most of this hideous city.
But like I've chatted with him a bunch of times, and I keep meaning to go to a pre-release there.
I think we should establish right away. The places we go are so friendly, and they're so going. It's not. It's me. It's not you. It's me.
Yeah, it's not like this sort of. I think the cliche of the dungeon-esque sort of
comic book guy.
Yeah, like place, and so we're sort of soured because of the people that play there. It's certainly not that.
Not at all.
It's just the fact that you get used to playing with the same group of people, and sometimes it's difficult to I just don't even like leaving the house. Really, no. I'm 4 cats away from being a hermit.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't know how I'm going to play without beer and a red wall behind me. I'm going to freak out.
We'll bring paint.
And a flask. No.
Anyway, so now that that's all said, and we are going to go out to the pre-release, and it's part of our push in 2007 to actually get out there.
Because we're filming it, it's like a promise that we're actually going to do it instead of backing out like we've done a couple times before, actually. We backed out some Fridays.
We probably won't bring the camera to the store. That may be something we do. I've received permission from one of the stores to do it, but that's not where we're going to be doing the pre-release this time.
This is our first time. Take it easy.
Yeah, so what we will be doing, we're doing this, and either in a separate video or through editing, we're going to tack it on. We'll do sort of a post-mortem of how it went as well, too. And normally I open up pre-release boxes for the channel. I won't be doing that this turn unless I can buy a second one.
No, we may just do like these with the card. We'll probably maybe individually do a video. We don't even know because we've never done it before.
If in the odd chance we win packs, we will open those up on the channel.
Probably, yeah.
Sound good? Anyways, so getting back to the actual set itself.
Maybe we'll try putting a link in somewhere. But I watched the pre-release by Loading Ready Run, also Canadian.
Yes.
Buddy who now has the beard, who swears a lot. I don't know their names. Graham? Not Graham. It's not Graham. It's... I'll insert his name. Anyhow, he played a black-green deck. Now, if you've been keeping up with the pre-release, the info,
he co-hosts Sidewalk Slam with Graham, right?
Yes.
And he's always kicking himself because he swears on. I actually have almost a timer set in my head to see how long it takes him before he drops an F-bomb.
And he did some bombs in the pre-release. Anyhow, that guy played black-green. Now, green was very strong in Aether Revolt. Not that other colors are weak, but green is very strong. And I was watching and I saw how easy it was to take out creatures with black's removal, and there's some good black removal, and then just have your green creatures do it. So going into this, I'm mentally looking for a green-black... What would you call that? A Golgari control?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't even know, but I liked how it played out in pre-release.
There is and we'll be flashing these cards up on screen as we're talking about them, because if we can't remember the names of specific cards. I think one of the cards... Excuse me. Drinking pop. One of the cards that I'm sort of excited as far as removal goes is the
Fatal
2 black, 2 colorless,
minus
sorcery speed, destroy target creature or vehicle. Because that has been one of the things where it's very tough sometimes to get rid of vehicles
on a sorcery speed.
Yeah. And so that card is a card I'm super excited about as far as the new removal that's coming out in the set.
There's that one. Then there's 2 black, I think, and 2 colorless, which is, I think, that one too. I think it's sorcery speed, but destroy creature. And then there's, of course, the 1 mana. Everyone's talking about it. Fatal Push. Destroy creature with converted mana cost 2 or less. But Revolt is if a permanent left battlefield, it's converted mana cost 4 or less. So it's a 1 mana costing remove spell, which I never saw a lot of that in the pre-release, but it's going to be good if I can pull it. It's uncommon, though.
Revolt really seems awesome because there are so many... They supported even in the previous set before, like in Kaladesh, before Revolt came out, because there's so many flicker-style effects, basically meaning you'll even just exile a card and then it comes right back into play. That counts. If it goes to your graveyard, that counts. If it goes into your hand, that counts, as long as something is leaving the battlefield.
There's even the infinite combo, the Sahili and the cat.
Yes.
So a quick moral question: if you pull those 2, will you play that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be that guy.
I've never tried that.
The odds of pulling Sahili... I pulled Sahili as my promo foil in the previous pre-release pack that I bought, which would have been awesome to play, but I wasn't actually playing in the pre-release, just opening it for the channel. But yeah, that would be a dream combo.
Your odds are against you, but
you'd be hated, absolutely hated. But it'd be fun. There are ways within the set to actually sort of get around it.
There's many ways, but it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there,
and it seems cheap and evil.
Yeah, it's they're referring to it as the new Splinter Twins sort of thing.
Yeah,
right?
But hey, Wizards put it out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's and I'm sure they thought of it before they put it out there as well too. So it's not like they're sort of like.
Are you sure some guy isn't on temporary suspension at Hasbro there, or Wizards
R&D department just layoffs across the board?
Or no, just suspension until it all cools down. We'll see what happens when you come back from your vacation.
I think when that card was spoiled, I think on Twitter I saw someone come up with that combo about 4 seconds after that card was spoiled. So I think if the general public was able to sort of crowdsource a sort of infinite combo, then I'm pretty sure R&D thought of it.
I'm trying to think of my situation where there's this mad rush where everyone's like, "What have we done? You've ruined Standard! You've ruined Standard!"
Given some of the cards they have released, though, you kind of wonder how certain cards got through, and it's...
Well, this is another thing, too. We haven't spent a lot on Magic. We haven't got a lot of... in Kaladesh, we didn't even do a full booster box apocalypse.
Yeah.
And we had gotten a little bit burned out from buying Magic sets because we both feel that Conspiracy 2 was come and gone too quick.
Yeah, that was a fun set to play,
awesome
and it
set.
got
with financial value too.
And there was such a lead up to it, but then after its release, it was like there was like no support afterwards.
Kaladesh, forget the doom and gloom of Innistrad. Let's get into some fun Kaladesh.
This year I'm actually trying to play more Magic but spend
Buy less.
Buy less. Be more economical. Like buy singles versus booster boxes. So there may be less booster boxes being opened on the channel. I'll probably be buying like a bundle pack, and then from there I'll just buy cards that I need, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I still want to actually go, because you can still find them fairly cheap. Buy a box of Conspiracy 2. I even want to go back and buy a box of Conspiracy, the original Conspiracy, and play that again, because that's been my favorite set ever. So
they're fun to draft, and again, there's financial value if that's what you're looking for, in particular in the second set. But
yeah, and on Magic Online when they release Aether Revolt as well too, or Aether Revolt, sorry.
Aether.
I will be playing some of the events there. I've been playing less Magic Online because I've been once again trying to play paper Magic, but beyond just Conspiracy being super fun, Aether Revolt and Kaladesh, it looks like it's going to be a fun draft.
That's kind of what I was leaning into. Is that when a spoiler started coming out for Aether Revolt, I can't not do it. It seemed like they were really going out to like almost draw people back in, and before Christmas there was that whole standard showdown thing. So it's weird that like we didn't drop in interest in Magic. We just dropped in okay, we need to take a step back because we're spending too much time. Yeah. So I find it really funny that when we took a time to step back is when all of a sudden Magic started coming out. Okay, here's some bonus stuff for playing standard.
Yeah.
And then this new set, which
we're gonna make the standard like longer, sort of like the standard.
That was a definite, I think, reaction to.
Yeah. Well, because you had mentioned you'd brought up a point like months ago, sort of thing, where it's like you said it started to feel like you were opening more Magic packs than playing Magic itself, and all of a sudden when you said that, I was like, shit,
I like playing Magic.
That's what it felt like for me as well too. Because typically, the typical thing that we would do every time a new set would come out is that we would buy
Booster Box Apocalypse.
I would get whatever of those mini packs, the intro packs, what they used to do. They don't do that anymore. But so now I get the Planeswalker decks. I buy those for myself, and I would buy at least one bundle pack, and I would buy a box for myself, and then I would split a box with the guys as well too, whether we do a draft or the Booster Box Apocalypse type of thing. So I mean that's. With how frequently products were coming out, that was getting very expensive. And it's not like, I was going without food or anything like that, but when you take a step back and it's like, well, maybe we could not spend as much towards sealed product, get a few single cards, and then maybe buy some better equipment for the channel or something like that. So
equipment is fine. We're we mathematicians. We could show a graph of our increase in popularity of Poplar. Popper. Wow, our increase in popularity of Popper with our lack of spending. There's a graph there. It's like about halfway through last year. I was like, okay, there are more financial ways of doing this, and
also
do love Popper. I'm not like knocking Popper there. I'm just saying it was getting.
We've both been tinkering around with modern decks,
linguistics, and
because the idea with us doing modern decks is the initial cost to sort of get a really solid modern deck can sometimes be expensive, but you don't usually have to buy new cards for it that often when the new set. There might be a couple sort of the change, or if there's a banning or something like that, but and the same sort of thing with standard. While it's harder to keep up with if you're buying singles as opposed to like just opening, and I love opening packs. I know I'm gonna miss the actual opening of packs, but
I do. And then I get tempted because the other thing I've also noticed before the holiday season, during and after, is stuff that's been going on sale. You already mentioned Conspiracy 2 boxes, but like fat packs from Eldritch Moon and even the bundle packs, like I'm almost like, how can you not buy at that price?
Yeah.
Like, but then I'm like, no, I told myself, focus on the cards you want, not the allure, the je ne sais quoi of opening the packs, that drug feeling of what's in there.
That lotto ticket, you're buying the Magic the Gathering lotto ticket, right?
See, I already. When it comes to booster box, if you went and spent $100 on lottery tickets, you'd probably get more, and then you could use that money to go buy cards. So, the lottery aspect, it is there. It's that rush.
Yeah, it's the rush
is a bad
really
word
great
for that,
foil, or the mythic that you wanted, or something something interesting, or now the masterpieces,
and the rare is.
Yeah, I still will do those for the channel, but
we've gotten so off topic on our pre-release.
Yeah, we're back to let's get back to the original thing.
So all that last 10 minutes was about how this set actually looks kind of ridiculous, and I think it's a reaction to if our interest not our interest, but our spending, let's just say, has gone down. Maybe other people's have, and maybe the overpowering, let's just say it, or maybe overpowering of some of these cards in Kaladesh, in Aether Revolt is a reaction to the lack of spending other people have been doing too.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of conspiracy there.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Not about conspiracy though.
But yeah, maybe it might be like upping the power level might be a way to get people back into playing. I mean, I'm excited about the pre-release.
I'm excited about the environment and just playing because I like to just play.
Because
that's simple.
I've done 2 other pre-releases in the past. I actually played the Cons of Tarkir pre-release. I'm not played at the same venue that we're playing at this time. And then way long ago, I don't even know if it was a pre-release or an actual release event. I don't know if they had pre-releases back then, but the Mirrodin block. So that's going in the way back machine. I was just a fresh-faced lad back then, and I came in second, of my little group, which got me just an oversized card from Mirrodin. No packs or anything like that.
Well, this is the other funny thing too. I'm going into this not assuming I'm going to do well at all, but and you've seen me play on the channel, so you know. But it'll be super funny if it comes down to one point.
Oh yeah, if we get to play each other, I think that'd be great. The odds are low because I think there's going to be enough people that...
Again, because I don't have social anxieties, but I'm kind of hoping because we're on Sunday, maybe a little less busy.
Possibly, yeah.
That because there's 2 on Saturday and Sunday will be the third room, so by then everyone's going to be all done with it. It'll just be you and me.
Yeah. Now, one of the things is that you had mentioned going into this, you're hoping you can play black and green.
Well,
and
again, based on what I see, but that's what I'm...
Yeah, having played a bunch of sealed online, way more than I've played in Paper Magic, that's one of those things where sometimes you really, really want to play something, and then the cards dictate something completely different. So you may end up playing completely different.
I'm prepared for that.
Colors, yeah.
I may get this Healy combo.
One of the hardest parts that I'm going to try to stop myself from doing at this pre-release that I do in sealed far too often, I feel, is that
3 colors.
Three colors without mana fixing is a bad mistake, and I always make it because I want to play everything, right? But it's opening up that one card that you look at and it's like, this is awesome, and then realizing you have no other cards in those colors to support it.
Like if I get Fatal Push, I'm like, okay, I'm going black.
Yeah,
I'm going black.
Yeah, or
just not getting support cards.
Like if you get like a Johnny or something like that, but there's nothing else in white and green that you have to sort of support it. You still want to play it, but it's hard to splash for a card that has 2 colors to, you know what I mean, or a card that has 2 of one color. So it's just, I really have to pull back where sometimes the big bomb rare that I have is not necessarily the best thing to play because you can build a better deck without it.
I think that's why I haven't even looked at the big bomb rares. I've been trying to focus on, which maybe I'm overshooting. I'm focusing on the wrong cards, really. I'm focusing on the commons and uncommons and thinking, how can I... But I know I'm going to pull whatever my first foil ever pre-release card they give you. I'm like, this is it. This is what's going to take me there. I'll fall in love.
I've only had
the monkey pirate thing.
Yeah, I'm hoping I get a decent pre-release promo card, but the only time that's ever happened with any of the pre-release packs has been the last one where Sahili.
Yeah, well that was decent.
Most of the time it's not the greatest, but so I'm not super like focused on that. Though it's always nice to get something decent, but I think I used up all my luck in the previous one. I didn't actually get to play with it, which is annoying. But
it's a waste.
Yeah,
be a sticker.
One of the other cards I want to talk about before I'm not sure how long we're going to be jammering on about this.
Already way too long.
Yeah, but if you watch the pre-release that Loading Ready Run did, Trick, who is from I can't remember what position he holds within Wizards, but he is an actual Okay. He has the glasses and everything as well too. He's a big tall guy. Seemed to be tall anyways. Camera sometimes changes that, but I think he's tall. Anyways, enough about his biography. He opened a pre-release kit that had 2 copies of that blue enchantment, which creates token clones essentially of whatever you attach it to.
Okay.
And then if you have 8 or more of any one creature of the same name, you win the game. And I am a sucker
for instant wins.
Yeah, or for alternate win condition cards. And that one actually seems like unlike Hedron alignment and cards like that in the past, this one actually seems plausible even in a draft or sealed environment. Yeah. Not super likely, but plausible. And he actually won a game he also somehow opened 2 of those in his pre-release, and they're mythic, and he opened 2 of them in his pre-release kit, so that would make it a lot easier. But that's another card where I'm going to have a hard time resisting playing if I opened it up in my pre-release kit.
Graham got 2 Wicked Mythics too. You got a Johnny and Wicked one.
He got Nissa as one of his. I don't know if he got a Johnny. I didn't see a Johnny, but Nissa, and then it was one of the vehicles, one of the crazy mythic vehicles that have come out. I've loved playing with vehicles. I think it's added something really interesting to the game. So it's frustrating at times. I found. Okay, this is one thing where I don't know if it's going to be the same for Aether Revolt that it was for Kaladesh, but in certain sets that I've drafted, I find let's take Shadows of Innistrad and Eldritch Moon. I found that obviously if you open up a bomb rare or bomb mythic, it can really help your deck, or it can be really tough to play against, but not insurmountable in that set. I found with Kaladesh, more than any of the sets I played in recently, there are bomb mythics and rares which basically you're just screwed. Like a lot of the Gear Hulks.
Yeah.
That was the Consulate.
I think that was it. It was the green
Sovereign
Gear Hulk, wasn't it?
Skyship, whatever it is, as well too. That crazy vehicle, and it's just there are so many. Even some of the Planeswalkers from Kaladesh, it's once they hit the battlefield, it completely flips.
Especially in limited like that. Because this is create a 5/5. You untap a land, it becomes a 5/5.
Yeah.
Until your next turn, so you can attack or block.
I found that the strength of the bombs was so much stronger in Kaladesh than it was in the previous sets. So I'm not sure if Aether Revolt's going to make that even more so, or if it's going to be able to sort of even it out with some of the, because there's some quality like even commons and uncommons.
Some really good
in the
uncommons,
set.
yeah.
So I'm hoping that's not going to be the case where I have a really good deck and I just get blown out by like the worst time mythic on my opponent's side. So, but I mean, honestly,
I'll just be impressed to get out there and finally do it once. Like I don't care how I do. Obviously, I care how I do. I'm not that guy. You know, I'm the other guy. But I will be impressed if I actually go out there and do it.
Now, I'm not sure how many games we play. I think it's 5 in total. You can play up to 5 matches. Basically, if you lose your first 2, you're really going to be out of the prizes anyways.
Just say go.
Yeah, you can sort of then drop out if you want.
Yeah, you should go home.
So, providing it's like a best 3 out of, or it's best out of 5 matches, how do you predict you're going to do? Without seeing your decks or anything like that. Instead of how do you think you're going to do, what would you like to see yourself do?
I'd like to see me go 3-2 on a 5-game thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy with going. So how does it work though? Like you play 2 out of 3 games, that's considered a match kind of thing?
Well, yeah, it's 2 out of 3s.
2 out of 3s.
And they're timed. So you can sometimes be midway through your third, and if it gets called on time, it's going to be a draw. So you each sort of split it. That happened to me in the pre-release, the last time.
I'd like to go 3-2, but I'd be happy if I go 2-3.
Yeah. So I mean, I would like, I would really like to go 4-5. But I will be happy if I at least get a winning record.
Yeah.
But if I get 3 out of 5. Once again, I'm not sure exactly how this pre-release is working. For the Khans of Tarkir one, I got to 3 matches, and then the third match was my second match loss. So after that, I just sort of walked away because I knew I wasn't. Yeah. I sort of dropped and gave other people chances to play.
And the NFL playoffs, so I'm not doing good.
Good to watch that.
The Patriots game's on Saturday night. I'll be fine.
So that's my hope is. To to at least walk away with a prize pack. That'd be
my ultimate hope is it comes down to just you and me, like 5-5.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be like Magic Christmas Land. That'd be great.
Give the guy, the owner of the store, my phone. Like, film this, film it. I'd insist he does that.
Really? You'd want to play it out? You wouldn't just want to be like no,
at that point it's going down. We can split it. We can split the wins after, but.
But then we'd have to decide who gets the playmat, because if you actually win it, you get a special playmat, a championship playmat.
Yeah. It's my first, that'd be me.
I don't think so. We'll play. Well, we will. We'll play it out. We won't just do that concession thing. So, yeah, we'll play.
So that's our blog. About. Do you have anything else you want to say about this pre-release?
No, or the set itself.
Well, this isn't a review.
We talked a bit more about other stuff other than just the pre-release here.
Oh yeah.
We'll have to come up with a title that's not completely misleading.
My conspiracy on Magic 2016. Magic Wizards of the Coast second quarter business plan 2016 that got shaken up, and that's why I think Kaladesh Aether Revolt seems so powerful, because
that's a pretty long title for a video.
I don't know what it is. No, that won't be. This will be a video of just. In theory, this video is about our pre-release that I'm excited for.
Or maybe we'll just make this like the first sort of like Magic Talk podcast that we're going to do, and give it some sort of pithy name,
like the pre-release.
So is there anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I could go into other things, but I think I'm a guy about length of videos. That I think we're probably about 20 minutes. I think that's we're at that. We're like 20. No, I think we're at a good length here. Considering I consider this part 1 of 2 because I do want to have. Because literally, if we don't go to the pre-release, we're not going to be airing this video anyway. So then we have to have a part 2 of this video anyway to talk about how the pre-release went.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I think we're at a good length now.
Yeah. So if you guys are going to be playing, remember, if you're going to tap it, just leave it.
Yeah. Am I bringing sleeves?
I can bring you sleeves if you want.
I have sleeves.
I mean, they have sleeves there as well too, but I have packs of like sort of cheapy sleeves that I usually bring, so I don't want to.
I think I have a pair of Pack Your Cheapy sleeves. Actually.
Yeah, but definitely bring sleeves because if you play with unsleeved cards, I will have some sort of attack. I don't know what it is. I can't watch people just shuffle naked cards. It's just like if you're gonna tap it, you sleeve it. That's good for Magic and other parts of life as well too.
Important parts of life.
Protect it.
Sleeves, dice. I don't think I need a pen and paper.
Yeah, I may do.
You can bring your own tokens. Is it?
Yeah, I usually bring some tokens and stuff as well too.
What I'm looking for here. Is it presumptuous of you? Do I think you would need those servo tokens?
I usually, because you know what tokens are going to be in the set, right? So just bring tokens for the set. Maybe I'll do a video. I'm horrible about this.
Prepping.
I always have these ideas for videos and I never actually get to follow through on them. But
and then there's Netflix. All these ideas.
I would like to
have
do a video on what to bring to a pre-release because I haven't done tons of pre-releases, but I used to do tons of like comic book conventions, like actually have tables at them.
Yeah.
So over the years, you slowly learn small things you may not think of that are very useful to bring, and it all just fits in a small. You don't have to bring like a huge duffel bag, but a small little kit. So I'll probably do some sort of not probably.
You got a gamer bag, you know you do.
There is a slight chance I will do a video that's about what to bring to a pre-release. So maybe that's coming up. But for now, I think that's it. I think
tune in next week.
Yes, tune in next week when we talk about how we did during the pre-release. If it's not tacked on to the end of this video, which it probably won't be.
Probably won't, because it's long enough.
Yeah.
Man of length. Thanks for watching.
And if you have a chance, check out some of our other Brainpulp stuff.
Yeah.
And so we do play some live Magic on shows called the Mana Cave. I do some Let's Plays of Magic Online. Travis, you do deck techs.
I did a few. I'm currently trying to get an energy popper deck tech.
Steve is currently doing a series on tabletop games like RPGs and stuff like that, where he does little reviews and basically a video blog. So you can check that out as well too.
All right.
That's it, I guess, right?
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching all of our Brainpulp stuff, and we'll see you again.
See ya.